I love the book. I love White, and just wanted to let you know from the outset, I'm not riled by it, but empathic, and probably one of the few journos who are on your side per se. What do you think about the immediate reaction from the likes of The Guardian, etc., saying that you almost like you're bullying the millennials? Well, what do you think of their response to the book?
I think absurd. I think it's absurd. I think the mainstream media's response to the book is Exhibit A in what I talk about in the last chapter. This hysteric overreach about anyone who has an opinion that is different than theirs, than the bubble that they reside in. I think actually that White is a very chill book, tonally. I don't think it's hysterical. I don't think I use any exclamation marks, and I don't think I derail myself. I think what the book is calling for is a kind of calm, let's take a deep breath, neutral attitude toward what's happening and have a conversation. And I don't think it's attacking anyone. I don't think the idea that millennials think I am attacking them in this, when I'm actually quite sympathetic ultimately to them, is part of the problem.
Indeed. I mean, I would say that if this scenario of the contemporary generation just living for likability and hence pushing like buttons but not much else, not sort of critiquing the state of things at the moment, wouldn't it be dangerous if they do continue to do that? Aren't you doing them a favour by making them sort of wake up and sort of say something more than just like something?
If they read the book, believe me, I live with a millennial, and I know that is one of the great stresses of being liked online, his online presence, and the shame, this crippling shame that comes with that occurs if you are attacked online, or if you don't get liked online, or something of yours doesn't get a lot of followers or not a lot of likes, which just seems to me to be this terrible way to live. It is a terrible way to live.
When we went to primary school, we were given happy stamps and stars for good work, but we didn't expect that in our adult life. Why is it that this generation isn't equipped with the I suppose the armor to cope with the critique? Why is it that they suddenly call victim and victimization when someone does go against the likability button?
Well, my theory was always that they're raised by a generation of, I suppose, Gen Xers, maybe some late baby boomers. And I think that many of those people felt that they didn't get enough attention or enough love from their mothers and fathers who were narcissistic and wrapped up in their own lives. I certainly can tell you this might be true with me and many, many people I know of my generation and my age.
Yeah.
And I do think they overcompensated. And I know I've talked to parents my age who have wrung their hands and said, I've overcompensated. I did not want to go through the childhood I had, and I wanted to give them everything that I was lacking. And they have ultimately said that, I don't know, I think I've coddled them into helplessness. And I talked to a parent who said, I actually arrange free range time for my child now, who's a teenager. I will actually not follow them or track them on the phone. They don't need to get off with me, and they can do that one day a week by going to the mall or a movie or whatever. And we looked at each other when she told me this, and we burst out laughing. Free range time for their child? That's all I had.
Yeah.
That's all I had either. I barely saw my parents. I was completely on my own. And by being completely on my own, I also fostered a kind of independence, and it aided me in becoming an adult. I think some of these parents have done just the opposite to this generation, and they've become so worried about them that they over-medicated them, they gave in to their every whim. And also you have social media, kind of guiding you into a self-made bubble where you build a world that you feel good about and that mirrors your own interests. And actually you built a safe space for yourself. And once you get out of that safe space that you have built for yourself, you encounter the often unpleasant, difficult realities in life, and you break down.